Hello, this is ScherBR talking, and this is the Valhalla assault for Valkyrie Anatomia. This caught me by surprise. The Nameless Flower event didn't even ended yet, and they already released this new event called Valhalla Assault. This is a very important event. This happened in Japan. It was the very first event that you can get new characters, but by ranking. This event has ranking mode that you have to reach certain ranking to get the new character. And the new character is Norn. It's a very good character for starting out and in the beginning of the game. I just saw this message here. Like you see, it's limited event, and there's some specific text trying to explain the event right now, and it says that you have to cooperate with all your players, but it doesn't matter if you cooperate or not, because it's not a real element of this event, because you can only see the results of what everyone is doing in based on what everyone is doing. The contribution part of the other players of that are playing Valkyrie Anatomia, will always be the top. It's based on how the event is designed, and you don't need to cooperate with anyone. You just see what the results of every player are doing. Well, let's click here and try to explain some more. There's the battlefield thing here that you need to clear the quests. It's just like a map that you can see the stages, and the stages that you clear can be of red or blue. After you clear it, it will turn to blue. Well, let's keep going. It says the battlefield here, the assault gauge. This only shows how the progression is going, and how the item drops are going. At the start, the domination level will be lower. You can show here. That's level 1. The drops will be lower but you get more as the game progresses and the other players keep playing the game. So more drops in the future. That's also part of the strategy to go well in this event, that you can wait to the last days of the event to farm for more drops and more points. You can wait some to spend your stamina pots. So let's click again, and that's it. The current ranking, my current rank is 0 because I'm not ranking at all. I just reached it. Just logging in the game. I'm 3 hours late. I was sleeping. I just woke up and just see this surprise update. It's strange that the game is doing just so many surprise updates without trying to show the players something before the event starts, and it's caught everyone by surprise. I don't believe this is good for the game to keep going like this. People cannot prepare themselves. There's no hype when something like this happens, and we don't have preparation. We can talk about something that may keep going on. I don't know if the devs is doing this because most of the events will be directly transported by the Japanese version, so by releasing yearly info, people will prepare themselves too much. I don't know if this is what they're thinking, but that's what they got. Let's click on the notice here to see what they say here. Limited event, first Valhalla Assault. Play this event to get exclusive items. Limited event. This is just some text. Gets limited. You can get a variety of hard and valuable items in this event, as it does include Awakening Embers, Divine Weapon tickets, and a new artifact. Dark and Fire are effective on this event. And this is, like I just said on the Nameless Flower event, I told you guys to invest on the dark weapons, and that's it. They keep being useful. It was useful on this last event. It will be useful again right now. after this event, I'll believe the dark weapons will not be that strong again for a while, because all the last event were based on dark elements. And they say here that you got more contribution points by playing bonus mission with these characters here. There's some badge. I don't know how the system worked yet, because when I played this event in Japan, I didn't understand nothing at all. I was just playing, trying to reach a good rank, and in Japan I was not able to reach the 10k rank to get Norn artifact on the first month. I had to get Norn on the second event. You can get Norn on the, if you don't get Norn here, you can get on the next month, because the characters won't disappear from the shop or the rewards. You will be able to, yeah, like you see here, there's Odin Medal. This Odin Medal is the currency of the event, and you can get Gold Odin Medal by doing the stages, and you can trade. You can get the Norn effect by ranking. I'm not saying, don't see if they showing here the exclusive quests. Well, something interesting here is in the battlefield they are backend characters and may gain special bonus. It's saying here that the most of these characters are artifact or event characters. So Senna is a common character, Liu is an event character, Sadamitsu it's a gacha character, Nachi is event, Arngrim is gacha, Lennet is event, but it's free to everyone, it's easy so everyone can get. Liu, it's not so easy for people starting right, exactly right now. You would have to spend a lot of stamina to get Liu, but Lennet F is just easy to get. You can just go, start a game and just go to her event and you get her, because it's just so easy. Tyla, it's a gacha character, Freya is a gacha character, and there's Claw. So if you can see here, there's mostly event or gacha characters. And right now it's they keep showing us rewards and the items that you can get. There's the contribution points, contribution rewards. There's a lot of info here. I'll try to make a guide as soon as I try to understand everything related here. And this is thing here, it's, well, this is one I understand. The contribution rewards, it says that if you manage to hit these points shown here, that you can get more points by using the correct characters, like this research up there. You got a large amount of contribution points by playing the bonus mission with this background characters. They say they gain special bonus. They doesn't exactly say that you get more points, but I believe you would. And these points you get stuff. You keep getting stuff by doing stages and gaining more points. While I was playing in Japan, I was able to always reach this point here. I guess that's up to Nameless Hero Memory 4, around this here or here, but I was never able to reach the max point, because the weapons that you have to use that give more points are gacha exclusive, or by the event you can always get some new weapons that also raise the drop, but these weapons are not as strong as the ones from gacha. Now let's see the gacha here, and that's this Hearst weapon. Why Hearst? That's strange. Okay, let's click it here. That's two new weapons for this event. This is called Hearst and Brutal Reaper. It's a bow and a short sword. You see here, limit break to get up to 500% contribution points. That's a lot. You can see that it's going for gacha on this event will make a lot of difference. And if you limit break it to the max, you gain 500% more contribution points. people without these weapons will be very behind on this ranking. You don't need to reach the top. You never, if I remember correctly, in Japan you only need to reach 10k on ranking to get the Norn artifact. But I'll try to see if this changes or not. Well, let's see the skills here. This short sword deals a large amount of damage to our enemies and cover a lot of sum of HP. This is basically the combination of two things here. It's the combination of the skill from Falcatrice, probably very similar to Hellbite, with the healing of probably this healing here, this heal that says a large amount. If I remember, Allahan is a huge amount. Say they have different names for the amount of the healing. It's the Valhalla fingertip says Hush, so it heals more. And this new weapon heals for a moderate amount of HP, so it's less than that staff and less than Valhalla fingertips. And that's Brutal Reaper. It says that it does, or if it says heavy damage to all enemies using magic. It's probably similar in effect. It's also dark. Both weapons are natural dark element. They will change your element from your attacks, but won't change those attacks that have innate element. Let's see here. Let's see some characters here, like Linet. If you keep that short sword, she will change all of her attacks, because all of her attacks are no elements. Well, she has no element to any of her attacks. But characters like, let's see, Cena. Where's Cena? Oh, I think I'm blind and Cena here. Cena has her lightning assault is from thunder element, so this attack won't change the element, and you see it's her best attack. So by not changing the element, you lose a lot of damage. Let's go back here. And one thing, you can, in Japan you could use one of these weapons, the sub weapons. It worked just fine. Drop will still be the same. Now let me check the drop rate of these weapons, if it's still 5% for 6-star or not. Let's click here. Drop rate. And yeah, it's 5% still on the 6-star chance, but each of the weapons have 1% chance, so you have 20% chance, 22% chance for any of the weapons when you do a 10 plus 1 summon. It's an average chance to get one. Like I said on my past videos, I'm not doing any summons so far. I don't know if I will do some summon here, because another dark element weapon, and I already have a lot of gens saved. I'll see if I can reach the 10k rank without having to get these weapons here. Let's go back to the event, and it's here limited time, 6 days more. It's probably a 7-day event, so as it's 3 hours on time of recording, it will probably be 6 days and 21 hours more based on my time date right now. So let's click it here again, and let's exchange button. Let's see the items that we have here. Then that's cool. This is not the same version of the event that we got on the Japan on first release. You see that you have 3 type of currency here. It's even more than 3. Let me check here. And that, yeah, this event is very different from the Japan when it first released. They probably are using the new type of event from the new format for Japan that changed with time, and you can see that you can get this thread of Phaeton. It costs and 1k of this gold item here. This is the Odin Medal item. This item you can get from drops. It's hard to drop, but a lot hard to drop than another items here, and I'll try to show you guys what's the best place to farm, because it's always had a good place to farm, and it needs higher levels. You need to clear a high level stage to get a chance on this. It's not a sure thing to get. When I play in Japan, I could get like 300 on a 1 week basis from an event, so I didn't have to get to the top rankings. I was still able to get enough to get the new character. And you see that you can also trade for bronze iron in wooden ring, but don't do it. You need to focus on getting the Norn artifact. It's this thread of Phaeton. With this thread of Phaeton, you can get Norn by raising the level of this artifact to 10. If you can get to 10 right now, take your time. New events will give you more rings to upgrade, but getting Norn, it's priority here. And you see, it's also the Awakening Ember costs the same thing in Odin Medals. It's 360 coins needed. Don't do it. It's tempting. You see the Awakening Ember, limit break any 6-star weapon, but you can also get it by using these two currency drop here, and blue and yellow thing. There's 3 colors, and you can see at the right side the blue and yellow and red. So you have to get all these drops here. These drops are common drops you get from every stage, based probably in each road that you take, that you get one of these colors. So if you want more blue, you have to go to the blue road. I didn't play any of this type of event in Japan with this type of colors. I don't recall myself. It's been 2 years since then. And Divine Weapon Gold, it's using gold medals, Gold Odin Medals. Don't try to claim anything related to Gold Odin Medals. Just save it till you can get the Thread of Phaeton artifact. Please don't waste your Golden Medals with Divine Weapon ticket gold. It's lame. And you see there's a lot of good things here. That's books. There's stamina potions. The 30. That's a lot. This one is probably good to do. You have to check if your drops are enough to keep running, so you can get more points from ranking. And you could technically use the 13. Was all of it. And you have hammers that you see that's 5-star hammers here. In the last event, the more you could trade for was 4-star. Right now you can get 5-star. It makes a lot of changes. Help bringing weapons from level 58 upwards. Let's see if there's more items here besides the hammers. There's the fodder orb. It's one here. It's not too much useful for the rate that you trade. You can just do Seraph Gates in the future. Well, you won't be doing much Seraph Gates for right now because of this event. You probably do just once for a day when you reach the 0 AP, so you can recharge using the Facebook option. And you see that what a good thing here is the Divine Weapon ticket, silver. The silver is normal currency. Well, that's it. Just focus on the Thread of Phaeton artifacts. Let me get back. Yeah, I have to start on the blue. You see here, and there is the level of the other stages that they have a bar that's filling. They probably based on the contribution of the other players that you can't do anything about. You just have to wait and see. And there's total contribution rewards. This one was what I told, we checked on the notice. That's the contribution for yourself that you can get all these items by doing runs along. Awarded for reaching contribution, and that's the number that you need to reach. Like I said, I was always around this one here, the half of the contribution on my runs on Japan. We'll check. I'll have to play this event and see, do some maths to see what could I get here. And let's see, they give Odin medals here for free. You check, there's 10 of them here, 10 more, 30, that's 50 for now. 50, 100, 200, and now 250. We are on the 450 bar, and that's it. You have to get up to this point. It's the least you can do, and reach 100K points. That's the best you can do here, and you need to do this. So at least if you can get Norn in this event, you can wait for the next event and have enough Odin medals to get it. Let's go back and try to see the ranking, how it works. There's help. Maybe it's good to read this, but leave to you to read, because that's a lot of text to keep reading on a video. I don't see the rank. Where is the rank? Ranking rewards here. You can see that's people with a lot of points already. This guy here, there, Lost Jaw, has completed it already. This 100K reward. He probably got already 450 points from coins from Odin Medals. And let's click on ranking rewards. You can see that, well, they are kind of generous, because you can still get no, you will need to reach ranking, because you see, if you get 400 plus 450, that's, you'll still be missing 150. So you need to reach 10K ranking to be sure of to get just by the rewards. But Gold Odin Medals can drop from stages if they follow the JP treatment, and then if that's true, you could still reach 20K rank and still be fine here. You see. But that I'll have to play the game to check if the Gold Odin Medals still drop. But keep in mind that if they don't drop, you have to reach the 10K at least, so you can get 700, and with 450 more that from rewards, you can get it enough to get the Norn effect. Yeah. So that's it, guys. I'll be closing here. I'll have to play the event, so I can try to make a guide for everyone to see. I'll probably post it on Reddit and linking on my YouTube video when it's done. So see you guys. Thanks for watching.